Understanding locus of control entirely changed my motivation for learning languages, and here is how it all happened. Years ago, I used to believe that learning languages depends on factors that were out of my reach. If I only had the talent to learn languages fast, if I just have time to learn a language, if I have an interesting tutor to teach me the language, these were the usual voices in my head while trying to learn a foreign language, until one day I bumped across the LOCUS study. The study was conducted in 1998 at Columbia University by a professor, Claudia Müller, in which she took a large group of 5th graders and made them to work on various puzzles by themselves. These were very challenging puzzles, but regardless on how well a child performed on those puzzles, they were told that they performed very well and even that they did better than most of other kids. Later, half of these kids were told that they scored high because they worked hard, while the other half were told that it was all because they were smart and gifted. Then they presented each of the kids with 3 more types of puzzles to work on. Easy ones, medium ones and difficult ones. And what they found was quite astonishing. The kids who were told that they did well because they were smart spent the majority of their time on the easy puzzles. They spent almost no time on the challenging puzzles. They spent much less amount of time trying to solve any of the given puzzles, as if they have lost interest, which indicated sign of lower levels of motivation. When they were asked whether or not they enjoyed the experiment, they said that it was boring for them. On the other hand, the group of kids who were told that they performed well because they worked hard spent most of their time focusing on the harder and challenging puzzles. They also spent more time overall trying to solve any of the puzzles, which was a sign of an increase in levels of motivation. On top of that, after the experiment, they said that they actually enjoyed the entire learning experience. So what I actually learned from this study? There is a concept called locus of control, which is basically the degree to which you believe you have control over your life. For example, the kids who were told that they performed well because they were smart and gifted were led to believe in what is called an external locus of control. Hence, they were led to believe that factors outside of what they could control were the reason they did well. You would agree it is impossible to control whether or not you were born smart. On the other hand, the kids that were told they did well because they worked hard started to believe in what is called an internal locus of control. They believed that it was factors they controlled that led to their outcomes. It was their hard work and their extra effort that allowed them to do well on the puzzles, right? How much effort you put into something is something that you have complete control over now. Immediately I realized that having an internal locus of control equals to staying motivated in learning languages. You must feel like you have full control over your learning process and that you are responsible for the things that happen to you if you want to feel motivated all the time. I recognize that I was suffering from lack of internal locus of control for many years while trying to learn languages. I would start learning a language and last a week before losing my motivation and quitting the language. I asked myself the question why I cannot learn the language. I figured out that the answers would always be, I'm not smart enough, I don't have time to learn, my teacher isn't interesting enough, or the language is too difficult for me. I had an external locus of control all the time. I believed that reasons I couldn't learn any language were because of the factors outside of my control, and because of this I spent less time making effort to learn a language, which ultimately led to the real reason why I didn't learn any language. This is the curse of having an external locus of control. When you feel like nothing you do matters, you stop working, you stop trying to succeed. Because what's the point of trying when everything is against you, right? So how I adopted the internal locus of control and started being motivated while learning foreign languages all the time? Well, what I found as the best way to do so is simply by solving the problems in the language learning process and then taking some time and appreciating that it were my actions that solved the problem. Okay, I'll give you the example to make things clear. Let's say you're someone who struggles to remember new words in the new language. So you go to do some research and you realize that if you focus on most frequent words, if you use the self-made flashcards and if you optimize your schedule to use them, then that should drastically increase your ability to learn new words faster. When you do all of those things, you'll find yourself learning and memorizing permanently 15 words every day faster than ever before. When you notice this improvement, you just need to say yourself, it was because of the changes I made, because of the effort I put in, that I'm now able to learn words faster. It is a simple technique that helps you to build up that belief that you are in the control of your destiny, that you have an internal locus of control, and you will never have issues with motivation in your life again. If you loved this video, please like it and share with others, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and in that way provide the support. See you in the next video.